something's wrong. For me, mostly, it's girls. Pretty much every girl I've dated has given me anxiety. And a lot of times, it's when they have that guy friend who blatantly shows that they like my girl, but she wanna act oblivious about it. And we'll like hang out with the dude all the time, stay at his house till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, not for nothing, but I think your boy Christian, low frequency likes you.
What are you talking about?
You don't think it's kind of suspicious that he bought you a $200 gift card for Victoria's Secret?
Relax. It's my birthday present, he said.
Your birthday's not for another 5 months.
Adana, you're being ridiculous.
I don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of RP Experience. This is going to be a short one today. Today I'm going to be talking about, and I talked about this before, but I guess I want to cover a couple of things that I might have missed in that video. Can men and women be friends? Should they be friends? Now, let's not be silly. Half the population on Earth is men. Well, not exactly. It's supposed to be more women than men, but you know what I'm trying to say. If half the population is men and half the population is women, we're gonna have to mingle together at some point. So, I don't see nothing wrong with friendship between the genders. Now, my suggestion to men is if you like a girl, then try not to do what a lot of guys do, especially the guys that are like the nice guys, the good guys. This is where a lot of us go wrong. And I might have done this when I was younger too, because we're not being authentic. We'll have a girl that we like, and we think that by her getting to know us better, that she'll like us. So we'll become her friend. But we are definitely interested. First, we are physically attracted to her, and then, I don't know if it compels with that, but then her personality, unless it was somewhat blind by her looks, we also find a lot of things in common, and we start liking her more and more. So, that's where sometimes we get into a problem. My suggestion for guys that get into that type of thing is do not be close buddy friends with a girl that you like. I would suggest hanging around like multiple people. It don't have to be multiple girls, but I think it's better if you have other girls around that's around her attraction wise or something, because who knows, maybe you don't have a lot of options, and the girls that you are seeing, you know, you automatically start attaching them to a romantic thing, and that's natural as men. So I'm not shaming you for that, because I believe that's how we are built. But we have to, but women are different, because they have abundant supply of options, because men be always throwing themselves at them, except for the top tier men or the bad boys or those guys that either they play hard to get, or either that's not exactly they're not exactly attracted to that kind of girl, because they definitely have more options than like the next guy. That's where you have to step back a little bit and not go down that rabbit hole of falling for a girl that you obviously can't have. Anyway, I have a couple of videos here. The first one's going to be interesting because for women out there, you need to know that most of your guy friends that are constantly around, like, it's not any guy friend, because some guys may not like you. But I will say, if you are attractive and you have a lot of guys hovering around you, a lot of them do like you. And you should be aware of that. Even though I think a lot of y'all do know it. But I do think because y'all think differently, because y'all have abundance of guys, so obviously y'all not attracted to them, so y'all don't really see them like they see you. And because then they're too afraid to make a move, you tend to take that a little bit for granted.
Here we are at the Utah State University Library for some interviewing to ask people if they believe that men and women can be just friends. So let's go inside and see what we can find. Do you believe that men and women can be just friends?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I do.
I think it'd be hard to do.
Yes.
I mean, we're all men, so of course we're going to have those feelings, and we can be content with just friendship, and we can be silent regarding those feelings, but we're gonna have them.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't believe so. No. I guess what I'm saying is no.
Okay, we'll walk with you. Do you believe men and women can be just friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, do you have any guy friends right now who you're just friends with?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All my best friends are guys.
Dave.
Trevor.
Taylor Mulford.
Bobby.
Yeah.
How long have you known Trevor?
2 years.
Of those guy friends, do you think any of them secretly like you? And be honest,
Probably. Yeah.
do you think that guy is interested in you?
Yes. Okay, maybe you can only be just friends in high school, because most guys won't just be my friend.
Would Dave hook up with you if you gave him the chance?
Well, yeah.
Do you think Trevor liked you?
Yeah.
And
Shoot.
would he hook up with you if you wanted to hook up?
Yeah.
So he likes you. So what you're saying is men and women can't be friends.
No, we can be friends.
But you're just friends, but he likes you.
Yes.
So it's a one-sided friendship.
That was one instance.
If she wanted to hook up, would you hook up?
Oh, totally. Look at her.
Don't be sarcastic. I need the truth.
Seriously, yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, that's perfect. Okay, cut.
Because of physical attraction, it's not possible.
Okay. But you said I just want to be just friends.
Yeah.
Now, do you literally believe that he's not interested in you at all? Oh, yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about! As we can see, after interviewing everyone in the library, it is impossible for men and women to be just friends. And under no circumstances can it happen. That's a wrap.
Now, as you can see, when you ask the women and you ask the men, the overwhelming amount of women, even though they only interviewed really white women, I'm pretty sure that will go down the line with most females. You know, they would be like oblivious. They would see them as friends and they have no attraction to them because the guy they're trying to get is not in that friend zone or not in those guys that's around them. You know, it's some guy that's out of reach or something. Usually a guy that's probably not paying them no attention at all. And and for women out there, this is where I think a lot of guys, they fall into a trap by their own making because they already like you and they see you struggling out there with some guy that you're chasing after that will probably be treating you like trash or paying you no attention. Not that this is always the case, but girls that I know that definitely go after those bad boys and stuff like that, I have to watch and see them go through that. And sometimes I'm like, damn, I know guys that could treat you better. I mean, I could treat you better. And in turn, sometimes that will make a guy start to like you more because he'll look at it logically of like, she's an attractive girl. We have things in common. We have fun. And she's struggling out there, and I'm right here. And I think we're a match for each other. Now, for the woman, I know you are not feeling this at all. And well, it's in my throat. And that is what I think as a guy you have to step back. Because I don't think in this one of those cases, I don't think a girl is doing this on purpose. You know, I think that she's so wound up trying to get that guy out of reach that the guys that are around her are more of like a support or kind of like her girlfriends to a certain degree, and she don't see y'all in that kind of way. And the only way she may eventually pick you is if you wait years and years when she gets over 30, or her life might be kind of a mess, or either she's just tired of trying to chase the Chad or Tyrone. And if you don't know who the Chad and Tyrone is, that's either the top black guy or white guy or Spanish guy or whatever type of guy that is you girls type that most of you want, and only one of you or a couple of you can get them, unless if you share them. So now, however, my strategy with being friends with girls is normally that, you know, I try to keep it casual. I don't do a lot of one-on-one stuff. If I'm trying to hang out with you one-on-one, unless if it's like something like a movie or something that we both want to see, it has to be something that's similar that we want to see. But if you see me making big moves to try to hang out with you or something, obviously I like you and I'm trying to make a move. And I would say that with any guy that's trying to make a move. Now, sometimes guys are a little bit more covert, but I think in these cases, yes, man, you need to be a lot more direct, like those bad boys. That's why they don't normally go through this stuff right here that some of us other guys tend to go through. But to put another spin on this men and women being friends, this is why sometimes as a guy, like a guy has a girlfriend and she has like a lot of guy friends, we know that most of those guys like you know, and it's usually like, because I know with most girls I dated, it's always one guy that she tells me not to worry about, oh, we're just friends and stuff like that, that y'all kind of seem to walk this gray line, and I know he likes you because I can see when a guy likes the girl how he's moving, and for some reason the girl's like oblivious, either that or she's just playing dumb. Now, in some cases, you know, that guy that's hovering around, and I don't know if this ever happens that a girl tries to use a guy to get another guy jealous or something, because we all know that you get your most attention from the opposite sex when you're in a relationship. It seems like everybody wants you all of a sudden. So, yeah, let's watch this video real quick.
Forget anxiety. I think anxiety and panic attacks is your spidey senses going off, or like internal smoke detectors. Something's wrong. I smell it. Something's wrong. For me, mostly, it's girls. Pretty much every girl I've dated has given me anxiety. And a lot of times, it's when they have that guy friend who blatantly shows that they like my girl, but she wanna act oblivious about it. And like hang out with the dude all the time, stay at his house till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, not for nothing, but I think your boy Christian, low frequency likes you.
What are you talking about?
You don't think it's kind of suspicious that he bought you a $200 gift card for Victoria's Secret?
Relax. It's my birthday present, he said.
Your birthday's not for another 5 months.
Adana, you're being ridiculous. Anyways, let me call you back. I'm at the spa with Christian. We're about to get couples massages.
You know what makes me real paranoid when I have a girlfriend? These rap songs? For whatever reason, these dudes love saying, yo, I smashed your girl. So, any future girlfriends, if I ever call you and leave you a voicemail like, where you at? Why you ain't pick up the phone? Is Gucci Man over there? Mira, is he over there? He better not be over there.
Now, a lot of guys will know that feeling right there. You know, you're with your girl and it seems like she's entertaining other guys. And this is like a real sticky situation, because as the man, you don't want to be that insecure guy that's telling like, hey, I don't want you talking to that guy no more, hanging out with that particular guy. Because it's funny when a guy does tell you something like that, it seems like it makes a lot of women want to hang out with that guy more. And the next thing you know, they'll probably hook up or have a reason to, because of the friction that starts. Now, that's about that I've never been able to really overcome, and I actually feel guilty kind of way, because I'm like, well, you're grown, you should be able to have friends, but however though, it should be boundaries set or something, and you should have the common sense to not do things that you know you wouldn't be comfortable with if I was doing that with another girl. What I decided was, especially with the job that I was working at a theme park, I came across a lot of women, a lot of beautiful women, and I used that because also I was going through a relationship, like I broke up in a long-term relationship, and I was in like a bad place. So the only thing that helped me, because obviously I could have maybe had jumped into another relationship, but you know, I didn't want to carry that baggage, so I started having or making female friends of any of the ones that I used to pass by, I never really talked to. And it wasn't more to make a romantic connection, is more of like building a better relationship with women in general, you know, not just a romantic one, because I felt like if I didn't do that, I was going to really start hating women in general, because a lot of my romantic encounters with them ended up being kind of painful. And if it wasn't painful, because not everyone was a heartbreak, it was either disappointing, or it was like games being played and being ghosted and stuff like that. And I didn't like the person I was kind of becoming, because I was like so angry. So for me, that's why I started having like female friends, and you know, it helped me grow a lot as well. You know, I understand why a lot of men may be turned off by that, because being stuck in the friend zone sucks. But as I said earlier, then don't become close friends to a girl that you like. Be a little bit more direct and see where it goes. And if it don't go nowhere, at least now you know. Playing that safe way of trying to be her friend and get to know her better, I don't think that never goes anywhere, unless if you play the long game and wait a very long time for her to eventually come around. And by then, she'll probably be a lot older, she'll have kids, you know, and yeah, unless if it just happens to work out like that, but just don't be waiting on some girl right there. So for women, when you have guy friends, just be a little bit more conscious of how you are treating your guy, because I know most of the women I dated, they was very territorial with me. They would even tell me like, hey, I don't like that girl, I don't want you being friends with. And for some reason, I guess because of society, I kind of just, because I didn't want the drama, I just backed off of that. Even though now, because I have girls that I do have platonic relationships with, because a lot of them that I know, they are married, they have boyfriends, they are in LTRs, and I'm not trying to break up what they have over there or something. Now if they were single, I guess it'd be like a little bit of a different thing, but you know, that's just how I look at it. But yes, so men, I hope you learned something. Women, I hope you just learned, just be conscious that a lot of your guy friends do like you, and definitely be a little bit more respectful of the guy that you are with when you're entertaining those guy friends. Okay guys, I'll see you later. Out.